Week 4. It's been a month now. It's kind of crazy. It's been a long time. But we have been working. Things are moving, getting into progress. We did have a little accident, a little tragic instance with the screen that I made. He's no longer with us. A little moment of silence for him. It broke. So that happened. Very sad, but it's okay. My reaction to that was I just got mad, and then I bought a screen that's already burnt and ready to be printed. Some positive come out of it, is what it is. That screen will be all ready. They're doing it for me. I'm not allowed to touch the screens anymore. Don't let me. But that will be ready in probably about a week-ish, I'm guessing. So I'll actually be able to print a design then. So that's very exciting. In the meantime, I've been working on getting the website finally up and running. I'm waiting on a business card to come in so that I can buy the website. I've created a business account for my brand just so it's easier to keep track of all the transactions and everything that's going on. Once that card comes in, I think in the next 3 to 5 days, and I can finally go ahead and purchase that website and get that up and running for you guys just so you can see it. I did hire a creative partner, which is very exciting, and I'm very excited about who I hired. This person has created content before, and it's the content that I want for my brand. I didn't hire someone to be a social media manager. I more hired someone that can create artwork for my designs. So because I'm building a world and there's a fantasy aspect to it, post-apocalyptic, all that kind of stuff, I needed someone who could create the images that go along with my brand and not someone who is just managing a page of posts. They needed to be able to actually create the original content themselves from the ideas I give them and the ideas that they come up with based on my guidelines. This is something that's really exciting and I think is going to really help make my brand stand out a little more and also help the flow of the content that's going into my Instagram and everything. They're going to be making about 3 pieces a week for me, so it's going to help me post even more on the Instagram and really shape it how I want it to be. I'm giving them a lot of freedom and control in what they're doing and the story that they're going to be building, which is something that I'm a big fan of. In terms of my business philosophy, I think that it's good not to be too strict on one thing because stuff changes. You just have to be able to go with the flow. I try to just give rough guidelines for what I'm doing, and I know where I want to end up. The journey along the way is just gonna happen how it happens. And that's just what it is. That's also reality, that's life. You can't micromanage everything, so I just go into it knowing what I want. If I'm unable to achieve that, I just go on to the next thing and just shift around priorities until I get my final product. You guys will probably be seeing that in about a week. I just got them hired onto the team. They're gonna be producing content as we speak, and then I will start posting that content next week. So the next video, some of the content should probably be out by then. So keep an eye out for that. It'll be on the Instagram, and I might post some of it on my TikTok, just depending on what it is and how I'm feeling that day. Speaking of TikTok, I'm looking to get more into the content creation aspect just so I can build even more of a personal brand for me. That's something that I think is very important to tie to my clothing brand so people see that I'm a real person and I actually believe in the stuff that I'm preaching about my brand. That's something that's going to be difficult for me. I don't like being on camera that much. I don't like talking and posting myself and being out there, but I know that's something that's important, and I know that if I just work on it and build up the courage and really understand what I'm doing, that I will get better at it, and eventually in a month or 2 months, it's not going to feel like anything at all. It's just about getting over that first hurdle. I know that's tough for a lot of people, so I'm encouraging everyone to, just get out there and do it. The reality is no one cares. It's not going to matter in a week or in a month or in a year. I'm currently just brainstorming ideas, trying to get a foundation for what I'm posting. I'm thinking that I'm going to keep it with the values of the gym, the environment, and fashion, which is what my brand is built on. Obviously, those 3 things are important to me, so it's going to be easier for me to make content about that. I'm hoping to get at least 3 posts a day, which currently I post once a day. I'm posting nature content, which that checks off the environmental box, which is perfect. The other 2 pieces I think either are going to come from the gym, from fashion, or from behind the scenes of my clothing brand, which is what I see a lot of other content creators do. I'm trying to pull in ideas from people that I take inspiration from. I think that's a great way to be able to be on trend while also putting your own twist on something. I've been looking into that and following a lot of creators and just seeing what other people are doing just so I can get my own ideas down and find a content schedule that's going to work for me. That's a big development in the brand right now, and for my personal brand, it's something that I'm going to have to work hard on. That's all I have for week 4. It's a lot of the same stuff, but I am pushing forward, trying to get those deadlines moved forward and get the website finished, get some clothes printed, and get some content out there for you guys. So thank you, and I will see you next week.